What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We back here in Finland, checking out Walter's World, Finland, what not to do in Finland. I always like checking out videos of what not to do in certain countries, because it's important. You got to know what to do and what not to do. Both of them are important, but y'all hit that subscribe button. I do have a Google form if you'd like to fill out. If you have a special request or anything on the video, you can send that in that. Because sometimes when you leave a link in the comments, sometimes I don't see it. Sometimes I think YouTube holds it for review type of thing. So got that Google form, y'all fill that out. But we here checking this out. Hit that subscribe button.
Today we're here in Turku, Finland, in front of the Turku Castle, the Turuninen. And today what we have for you are the don'ts of visiting Finland. Because there's some things you should not do when you come here. There's tons of stuff you should do, you know, like eating anything with mushrooms and having a good time and go to sauna and things like that. But there's some things you don't do when you're here. And that's what we're going to focus on today. And the first don't I have for you for coming to Finland is don't be loud. Look, the Finns are a quiet people. They're a reserved people. Cool, it's also very quiet all the time. So do remember that when you're going around.
This is already interesting. Look at that.
People.
That little thing right there. And we got a big sunflower.
It's also very quiet all the time. So do remember that when you're going around. Especially if you've got kids like mine that are really rambunctious and they're enjoying all this outdoor weather and all kinds of tasty candies. Well, certain kind of candies, just know, don't be loud when you are here, okay?
Don't be loud.
Now, anyway, the second don't I'll say to you is don't insult the Finnish pride. Look, the Finns love their country, and one of the things they love the most is the sauna. And one way to insult a Finn is to call it a sauna. No, it's a sauna, okay? So make sure you get sauna right, okay? Don't call it sauna. And when you go to the sauna, our third don't is don't be modest. Look, you are going to go in the buck en natural when you go to the sauna, okay? And there's some rules about it when you go there. One, if you're going to be the naked one, is usually it's going to be a male only or female only sauna. That's when you do that. If you don't want to, it's okay. You can wear your towel and stuff like that. It is pretty normal when you do that, but you know, don't be modest. Don't go with your full bodysuit or your swim trunks. It's kind of like a faux pas when you are here, okay? Now, our fourth don't for you is when you come here, don't get too scared by the language. Look, Finnish is impossible, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. When I came to live here in the 90s when I was a high school student, they told us before, like to all the exchange students, look, everyone will learn the language everywhere they go, except for two places, Japan and Finland. You all are screwed, okay?
I ain't gonna lie, I just looked at Poland and the Polish language, and I thought that looked pretty tough. I need to check out a Finnish language video, Nick, because I don't think I've heard Finnish. Now that I think about
the language is pretty difficult, and you might not be able to make out many of the things here, but that's okay. You don't have to worry about it because, well, not everybody, but a lot of people speak English here very well, so you will be okay with that. But having said that, don't skip out on learning a few Finnish words before you come. Kiitos is thank you. Hyvä päivä is like good day. Another one, you know, might be
Hyvä päivä. Hyvä päivä. Goodbye. Näkemiin. Okay, I know Kiitos.
Helpful is like yes, it's kyllä. You know, so there are some words that can make things a little bit easier, like minä haluan, I want. And so that can help because, man, Finnish is tough. They don't have the prepositions. It's like at the end. So like Turku is the city I'm in. But if you're in the city, you say Turussa. If it's Turku's castle, it's Turun. Dude, it's so impossibly difficult. My mind is melting from 20 years ago thinking about this. So don't worry too much about it, okay? And you'll be like, why are there so many I's? It's just the way it is, okay? Now, my next don't for you is don't freak out when the signs change. This is something I've talked about in a few videos, but in Finland, it's actually Finnish and Swedish are both the official languages. So the signs will have both Finnish and English. And sometimes you'll hear one thing going, oh, you're going to Turku, but then you're like, oh, now we're arriving in Åbo. You're like, what, Åbo? What Åbo? I thought we were going to Turku. It's the same city, okay? So don't freak out when that does happen. Also, kind of going along with that with the Swedes and the Scandinavian stuff and things like that, if you meet like, you know, Swedes and Norwegian and say you're going to Finland to see more of Scandinavia, don't call Finland Scandinavia to like Swedes and Norwegians, because they get all, well, that's not on the Scandinavian peninsula, so they're not Scandinavian, they're Nordic. Okay, so just a heads up for that one when you're talking to
they definitely will, man.
non-Finns about it. Okay. Another thing you don't do when you're here is you don't compare Sweden and Finland in a way that makes Sweden seem like the winner. And there's two reasons why I really want to focus on here, why you don't do that, and they both start with H. One is history. Finland was controlled by Sweden for a long time, and you still have a lot of influences here, but also hockey, and they love their hockey here. So don't say Swedish hockey is better than Finnish, because it's not. Duh. And if you're here in Turku, go to a Tepsi game. I used to go to those all the time when I lived here. Always good hockey when you are here. But yeah, don't compare it to Sweden, because no one's going to enjoy that. No, you're not going to get anything out of that one, okay? Unless you have some good Swedish jokes, then you can make some friends. Now, if you do make those friends and you do go to their house, don't wear your shoes inside their house. It's very rude to wear your shoes inside houses.
I'm telling you, that's everywhere. That's everywhere in Europe. Like I said, I just did a Polish video. They said the same. I know Sweden, Netherlands, all the videos that I've done, they no shoes in the house. And I mentioned that back then they used to create houses. Like I know for sure my grandma had a couple of houses that it had like the tile floor or hardwood floor, like a little square for the door area. And then the carpet started creating like around that. So you can have somewhere to take off your shoes if it's muddy or so. You take your shoes off, leave them right there. But they don't make houses like that
here in Finland. So make sure you take those off when you come in. People might give you slippers or house shoes or stuff like that, or not. But you just don't wear shoes in the house. Also, when you go to their house, don't forget to bring a small gift, maybe some candies or some flowers. We're going to my old host family tonight. I'm going to bring, we got a bottle of wine and some chocolates. Just bring something when you come, because it's just kind of a nice thing to do. Now, going along with that candy theme, there's another don't I have for you is don't eat the black salmiakki candy when you're here. It's like really salty black licorice candy.
I have some from Sweden, and I'm not a licorice guy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all can send me the fruity candies and stuff like licorice.
They love it here. It's all over the place, but unless you're used to it, it can be a bit powerful for some people. So don't get the salmiakki, or get one and try it. But don't buy a bag, okay? I made that mistake before, okay? Buy the under candy. There's so much other candy here that's good, but the salmiakki, just stay away from it,
cookie
okay?
and ice cream.
But you could get a bag of it and give it to your friend as a gift when you go to their house. That would be nice, but yeah. Foreigners aren't really big on the salmiakki. It's horrible. Horrible. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate when I am here, because that's like questioning Finnish pride with the salmiakki. And that's another thing I will say with the Finnish pride. Salmiakki is one of those things, but also, hockey, but also the relation with some of the countries around here, like Sweden and Russia and stuff. I know with my kids, we've had, videos in Finland where my son's wearing his Zenit St. Petersburg soccer jersey, and they mentioned that. I'm like, he's 6, and you're calling out his jersey because he was having fun in Finland with a Russian jersey. So you do have some of these little things there, so you do want to watch out for that. It's not really a big deal, but just kind of one of those little don'ts you might want to look into.
Hey, I've seen plenty of videos of different ultras and stuff. They don't play around. When it comes to ultras, it's a lifestyle. People really rep their team like they are part of the team.
Now, for my Saksalainen tourists and some of the other tourists who get upset when they don't get all their change back, you don't use the 1 or 2 cent coins here.
What is that? Is that like an alien thing?
In Finland, you might have something that comes out to 98 cents. They're not going to give you your 2 cents back, okay? They round up the numbers and things like that, so there's no 1 or 2, so don't get upset by that. Also, for certain Saksalainen tourists, I would say is don't steal the moose signs, okay? I remember there was a big thing when I used to live here. The tourists would come up here, and they'd steal the moose signs. Don't do that, okay? It's not good, okay? So try to avoid doing that. So some other tourist things you might want to know about in terms of the don'ts is you don't have to tip when you are here in Finland. The wage is pretty good, so that you don't really tip. Another don't I have for you is don't disobey the law when you are here. The Finns are very much a rule-based society, and they wait for the traffic sign to go across. They wait in the lines for their kind of stuff, so they really are kind of by the rules kind of people. And by breaking the rules and breaking the law, I mean, obviously you shouldn't do that anyway, is not really appreciated here. so don't do that. Kind of stick with the norms of the people you see here. My last little don'ts for you, just some little things. Don't forget your bug spray if you're going to be going to the into the lake district by Tampere and around there. I mean, there's lakes everywhere, but the bugs can be really bad in the summer. Also, don't skip out on the nature trips you can do here, whether you're going out to the islands or you're going into the lakes or just hiking and mushroom hunting, going around. Finns are really great outdoorsmen and stuff like that, so don't think you're just going to stay in Helsinki or Turku. Go out and explore. You'll really enjoy it. And also, don't forget like a jacket or something. Even in the summertime, we're here in June, and we've gone from having jackets and jeans to shorts and t-shirts in the same day. Okay,
Wow.
so just FYI for that. And I will say,
Interesting
don't
weather.
skip coming to Finland. It is a fantastic place. Very few tourists come here, but they really should, because you have this beautiful, beautiful country with lots of nature, saunas to go enjoy, people to meet, great English. It's not as expensive as people think it's going to be. I know when you think Nordic Europe, you're thinking, oh, it's going to be insanely expensive. Sometimes it can be, but here in Finland, I've actually been okay with the price when we've been here, especially when you get out of Helsinki, because you go to Tampere or Turku or up to Oulu or something like that. Rovaniemi to go to the Arctic Circle. The prices aren't that bad. I mean, it's a little bit higher, but it's nothing extravagantly crazy expensive. But don't let that keep you from coming here, because it is a fantastic place. I lived here for a year and I loved it, and I know you'll love it too. So anyway, if you want to learn more about visiting Finland, we've got 10 things that will shock you about visiting Finland, what you need to know before you come to Finland, 5 things you love and hate about Finland, all kinds of stuff on our website and our YouTube channel at youtube.com/waltersworld, and our website waltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, pretty much every social media site we're on there, and we really appreciate your likes and subscriptions. If you do click that subscription, we put out at least two travel videos every week, every Wednesday and Saturday, so we do hope you'll come and join us, and I'll say moi moi from Turku, Finland.
Moi moi.
I love Finland.
Yes, she does, so it's been great. Bye!
Moi moi. Moi moi. I like that. But now Finland's great. Definitely. I'm gonna have to get Walter's World on a podcast episode as well, because I think when I first started learning about different countries and stuff, I think his channel was some of the first few videos I've checked out, especially the what not to do videos. I love his videos. Like I said, he got 10 shocking things. He got a lot. Been doing this for a long time. Been around the world. I think that's cool. Get to do that with your family and stuff. But yeah, I know what not to do in Finland. Y'all gonna have to tell me what that alien thing, alien fountain peeing thing, that was interesting. But that's all I have for this video, so y'all make sure hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I do got a Google form in the description. The link is there if you got a video request, or if you got a special request, I take a little donation here and there. But y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.